Hello, hello, all my lovely and wonderful punks. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Sorry I didn't have a stream yesterday, with the previous night having, not the night before yesterday, but the night before that. I didn't sleep well. So yesterday I had almost no energy, didn't get up in time. So sorry that we didn't stream yesterday. But we are back today with the Seance of Blake Manor. Thank you, Gremlin the Bold, for sending me the money specifically to pick up this game. I'm excited to try it out. I've been seeing it pop up on Steam quite a bit. Very excited to see how it goes. Um, Sorry that I'm late today. OBS kept saying that my GPU was incompatible, and I was like, what? And my guess is that Windows is trying to tank my computer because it's constantly going, oh, you have updates for Windows 10, which we said would be receiving no more updates. And you should get Windows 11. And I reboot the computer, and suddenly things start working again. So I had to reboot the computer and wait for everything to boot up again. Oh, I need to clean that. Sorry, I squished a bug on the wall the other night, and I can see it has left a smear. I will clean. I'm distractible today, I guess. But yeah, I'm really excited for this game. One last thing before we jump into it. On my server and on my Blue Sky, I've posted a link to a Google form that is a survey for my viewers, including my viewers who aren't here very often. In fact, especially for viewers who are only here sometimes. I'm really hoping that the recent upswing that I've been getting is something I can follow through for. I don't want to go like super crazy or anything like that. Like, I'm not dead set on getting partner at some point or anything like that, but I would like to grow the community. I'd like to hit, I don't know, 750 or pie in the sky 1,000 followers this year. That would be pretty neat. So if you guys could, that survey is just like maybe like 5-minute survey of like, hey, what are things that I do wrong or that you have problems with the channel? What are things that I do right or that you enjoy about the channel? Is there anything I could do to be more engaging, more interesting, that sort of thing? Just a little survey. And like I said, you can find it on the Discord or on my Blue Sky. And that's about it. So let's see. I haven't adjusted the audio for the game yet because it has a content warning, and I figured it would be better for me to read the content warning first. Hi, Graham. So here we go. Hello, Sammy, you were first. Hello, Drag. Hello, Thomas. Hello, Moselle. Hello, Specs. And yes, do not, on the survey. Unfortunately, just permanent Graham cam, not an option. He is into Wimbo now, but because he wants to look at birds. You might have filled it out. Who knows, Sammy? I know you filled it out. I know you filled it out first before anyone else, and you requested more games with dogs in them. I will play more games with dogs in them, provided I can find more games with dogs in them. Sammy first? Never. Exactly. Alright. Well, thank you for shouting people out, Jag. That could have been anyone. Oh, yeah. I'm sure other people in my community are the ones who were like, dog games, please. Alright. You could play Digimon. Basically, every Digimon is a dog. I mean, I was literally watching the video last night where Karina's like, that animal's a dog, and that animal is a lizard.
Good girl. Good girl. You're so good girl. You are. Yes, you are.
Thank you for the head pats, Dragoon. Sure, some of us have filled it out. Yeah, I've got 16 responses so far, which is pretty good. I've got a good amount of data, but you know, the more I can get, the more I can act on, the more accurate feedback will be. You know. All right. Everyone, check out Dragoon as well as all the other people Drag has shouted out. Some Digimon are clearly just people, though. No, no, Angemon's a dog. Angemon's a pet. Definitely not a guy in a bondage leather hood. Alright. Content warning. The Seance of Blake Manor is a gothic folk horror and, as such, touches on a lot of human tragedies experienced throughout history. Every effort has been taken to find a balance between authenticity and sensitivity with the language used. Players' discretion is advised. Content warning is a completely different game. You're so right. Angemon does have that dog in him, though. You're so right. What is a bird if not a flying dog? A lizard. Alright. That's too loud. Every video game is too loud. Alright, I have to go in intervals of 10. Okay. Let's go. Like that. How is that for all of you? The game sound good compared to me now? Run mode, hold, tutorial mode, hold, sigil mode, draw, sigil drawing speed 100%. Okay. Alright. Seems fine to me. Flying squirrel. It's a little quiet now. Okay. Let me pump it back up to 20% master volume. I don't get... Why have the 0 at the end? Can I click on this? No. Why have the 0 at the end? Just go 1 through 10. Don't need me to hurt my ears? No, it's okay. 20%. Yeah, I know. I'm just like, if you're going to have a percentage, let me have a scroll bar. Let me pick other percentages. All right, we'll start on 20 here because that's okay. That's not too loud for me. And if I need to later, I'll bump it back down to 10 and I'll pull it up on OBS. All right. Squirrels is basically dogs. Nah, squirrels is bunny rabbits. And bunny rabbits is cats. All right, here we go. Start a new game? No. Start a new game? Yes. Ooh. Dublin, Ireland, 1897.
I'll waste no time, as there is none for wasting. I write from Blake Manor in Connemara.
This is... Hold on. Can I can't pause this. The volume has gone way down.
Everyone here carries on as if nothing has happened. She has not left. Of that I am sure.
This is a thing I hate that games do. They have blaringly loud music on the main menu.
£100. Please, sir, accept this money and come quick, for I fear she's not long for this world. A further £300 will be paid out if you find her alive. I know the west of Ireland might well be the far side of the world for its distance from you. There's no one else to turn to. I hear you are an honourable man, a steadfast investigator, and, perhaps most importantly, godly. I pray for the girl that this is true.
Temporarily booped over to OBS to turn up the volume there. I hope that helped. I hope that wasn't too quiet for everyone. I'm very annoyed. Alright. And then back to where it was. Day 1, Friday, October 29th, 11 p.m. Blake Manor, Courtyard. Why is voice volume locked to general volume? That should be separate. Voice volume is separate. It's just that the music volume was so blaringly loud. And so this is my thing that annoys me about video game design. And some video games have started doing this, but like, if you're going to have different volumes for voice, sound effects, and music, then on your main menu, have fucking something being said when I'm adjusting the volume slider, because otherwise I'm going to assume it's all the same. I'm going to assume that the music volume and the voice volume and the sound effect volume are all the same, unless when I go to click on the voice volume slider, you start having guys talk. You'd think it would be a very simple thing to include, but I've only seen like a few dozen games do it. You know the truth about the game? It's just trying to hype up Seance, the rare from Dark Ascension, so they can finally sell several thousand copies. Oh, you're so right. Alright, hold on. As soon as I'm able, I'm going in and adjusting the volume.
Evelyn.
Nope, not yet.
Daughter of the slumlord, Rupert Dean.
Slumlord?
I
Oh
wonder
no.
if my employer hired me because of my past with her father. Or maybe they don't even know of her father's involvement in my brother's death. I suppose that too will become clear in time.
Alright. I hope I think I've absorbed everything, but my panic over the volume. Alright, so we're going to pump the master volume up to 50, and we're going to crank the music volume down to 20. Or maybe 30? Let's try that. Please, just have a button here I can click that makes a guy go ba-ba-dee-ba-dee-ba-dee-ba-dee-ba-dee-doo. Alright. We'll see how that does. Oh, okay. Front gates. Look. Oh, it takes time to do things. Well, let's do it. The manor is miles from Gawford. Miles from anywhere. Without a horse, there's nowhere to go. 11:01 p.m. day 1. For a second, I thought we were going to do like a dungeon crawler, like where I'm like moving in like squares. In Digimon Cyber Sleuth, the menu's blasting even when it goes down to normal levels as soon as I load your save. It's so weird. Yeah, it's annoying. You can move faster by running. Press Shift to run. You'll move slower when crouching. Press Control to toggle crouching. Settings can be altered in the options menu. Hold, click to proceed. Okay, I will change that. Because... Also, I want to turn down SFX just slightly. I can't use left shift and left control easily, so I will rebind crouch to... Do I need any other keys? Not really. I'll rebind crouch to F and sprint to X. That's what I do on most games. And make it... Oops. No. I thought I could do all the options first. Okay, that's fine. Detective vision is space. Quick save is F5. That's fine. Okay, interface. Graphic? No, it wouldn't be graphics. Gameplay? There we go. Run mode. Toggle. Okay.
Hello? Is somebody there?
Birds.
What in hell?
I can't. I'm seeing things. The lateness of the hour and the long day of travel must have my nerves on edge. Still, perhaps I will ask. Evidence records washerwoman. You can check all the evidence you find in the records. Press 2 to access the records. The records contains a catalog of all the evidence Ward has gathered during his investigation. Some evidence can be examined or analyzed for further information. You can examine your hiring letter, for example. Hold to proceed. Mr. Ward, I'll waste no time as there's none for wasting. I write from Blake Manor in Connemara. Yesterday, a guest went missing. A young woman named Evelyn Dean, photograph enclosed. Everyone here carries on as if nothing has happened, but her room's not been slept in, nor have any locals seen her off hotel grounds. She has not left, of that I am sure. The envelope contains 200 pounds. Please, sir, accept this money and come quick. I fear she's not long for this world. A further 300 pounds will be paid out if you find her alive. I know the west of Ireland might well be the far side of the world for its distance from you, but there's no man else to turn to. I hear you are an honorable man, a steadfast investigator, and, perhaps most importantly, godly. I pray for the girl that this is true. Sincerely, a concerned party. Money. Photograph of Miss Dean, discussable with 2 people. She looks to be in her mid-20s. She got a big fuck-off amulet. Luggage. My luggage, hastily packed. Discussable with this guy. Map of the region. Discussable with lots of people. Map of the area for several miles around. It's dated, but fit for purpose. The Connaught region. Ulster, Connaught, and Munster. And it has a couple pings for cities on it, but not much. Blake Manor. Built on a conquered land by Edward Blake in 1655. Washerwoman. I thought I saw a woman washing clothes in the fountain out front of the manor. In the middle of the night? In the rain? Fountain. Look. A not uncommon centerpiece at a place such as this. 11:02 p.m. I mean, it's late at night, so I might as well look at as many things as possible. Hello. Statue. A bronze statue of a lady. It's not that old, a few years perhaps. A dedication to Mary Blake, the Marquess's wife. Though taken from us too soon, she will live on in our hearts and live through her kind and charitable deeds. Research topic unlocked. Mary Blake. Idolized wife. Deceased Marchioness. Mary Blake. I'm not sure if it's Marchioness or Marchioness, because I know the term for a man is a marquis. Unless maybe in old Ireland they called them marquis or marchers or something like that instead. But I've always seen the term marquis. I learned that term from the card game Chaotic. Marquis Dorini. Look. A barrel of rusty-colored rainwater. Alright, so they're collecting rainwater. Which is illegal. In some places. Enter the hotel. I should check with the front desk for any information on Miss Diane's whereabouts. I see it's Halloween. Time is of the essence if you are to solve the mystery of Mick Blanner. Time advances when Ward interacts with objects and characters. You have until midnight tonight to resolve the mystery of Miss Diane's departure. You will be free to further explore the manor in the coming days. Well. Keeping me on a strict timeline. I'm going to look at the jack-o'-lanterns anyway. Turnips with faces carved and glowing embers placed inside. Horrifying things. Library topic unlocked. Turnip heads. There's nobody around. I could ring the bell, or the reception bell, or spend a moment taking in the place first. For some reason, I don't know what it is. Something about this game reminds me of, I think, a Flash game I played on Congregate a long while ago. You record your goals and progress in the mystery map. Press 1 to access this. You've unlocked a mystery. You should investigate it. You got it. I've arrived at the manor to confirm if Miss Dion was here, and if no longer present, was the manner of her leaving cause for concern. Investigate. Each mystery contains evidence and leads. Evidence provides information for your investigation. Leads provides guidance and avenues of investigation. Selecting a connection reveals context for why the two nodes are connected. I should ring the bell. Yeah, check in. I should check into the hotel. Could she still be at the manor? Hiring letter. Okay. What we got here real quick? We've got the day. It is now 3 days since Miss Deanne went missing. Western Tribune. Local news, albeit an old issue. Some pages are missing. What remains are all positive stories. There's a little of interest to me in here. Manager's office. When interacting with a person or object, you may have more than one action to choose from. Use scroll wheel to navigate between actions. Hold to proceed. Okay. Entertainment schedule. That seems important. A listing of all guest activities planned for this event. You can analyze people, documents, and certain items. Move the magnifying glass to hunt for observations. Monday the 25th, 1:30 p.m. Welcome luncheon. Tuesday the 26th, 3 p.m. Afternoon tea and lawn games. 8 p.m. Bridge game. Wednesday the 27th, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Horse riding. 2 p.m. Parlor games. Thursday the 28th, 2 p.m. Archery. Elsewise, cricket. 8 p.m. Divination with Miss Mantovani. Friday the 29th, 11 a.m. Carriage tour of a land. Saturday the 30th, 9 p.m. Masked ball. There's a masked ball tomorrow evening at 9 p.m. in the ballroom. Sunday the 31st, 8 p.m. Silent dinner. On Sunday, there's a silent dinner at 8 p.m. in the dining room. What is a silent dinner? Interesting. 9 p.m. The Grand Seance. On Sunday evening, the Grand Seance takes place in the hedge maze at 9 p.m. Tasks held daily in the drawing room, located in the West Corridor. Information on talks to be posted outside the room each morning. Talks held daily in the drawing room, located in the West Corridor. Information on talks to be posted outside the room each morning. Cool. Tick-tock on the clock. It's even later than I thought. Ah, that's a good use of my time. Random issues, each focusing on how peaceful the region is. I assume that since I'm in the tutorial area, I'm not going to be punished too hard for looking at everything. A beautiful landscape. Wait, is there a man drowning in this picture? Is there? I don't see one. Luggage stand, look, place. Cloakroom, enter. Grand Seance, let's look at this. This seems important. Ah, it's going to be on Halloween. Okay, first, yeah. The Grand Seance, a gathering of intellects interested in esoteric matters, regardless of sex, color, or creed. Join renowned mystic Carmela Mantovani as she leads us in the most advanced crossing of the veil as yet witnessed by mortal man. No wobbling tables, distant moans, or questionable planchettes here. See the spirits yourself, and better yet, speak with it directly. What's going on here? Some attempt to talk with a ghost? It cannot be possible. I have heard of seances before, but always the spirit speaks through a medium, a person or object. Surely all fraudulent, and spiritually dubious. What on earth was Evelyn Dean doing here? Her father did not strike me as a spiritual man. Nor one who would allow his child stray so far from his sight that she would end up here of all places. Who was this woman? Library topic, the veil. The atrium. The luggage room. Water. I don't think I need to look at water. I'll look at the fireplace, though. A roaring fire. It's good to be able to warm myself, a little after the rain, but I'll keep my distance nonetheless. Or I'll do what I do in real life and sit this close to the fire. Book. It's a book about those carved turnips. Sure. Jack-o'-lanterns are turnips with faces carved into them. Embers are placed inside to give a glowing effect. They're supposed to ward off evil spirits. They're based on Stingy Jack, a drunk who tricked the devil. After a night's drinking with the devil, he convinced the fiend to climb a tree. Then he carved a cross into the tree trunk and Old Nick was trapped. Jack only let him down once he promised to never claim his soul. When he died, Jack wasn't allowed into heaven for his generally sinful ways, but the devil held true to his word and didn't let Jack into hell either, so he was left to wander the earth for eternity. Old Nick sent him on his way with only an ever-burning lump of coal from hell itself to light his way. To save his hands, he put the coal into a turnip and has been roaming the lands ever since. Supposedly, other spirits see the lanterns, think it's the real Jack, and run for fear he tricks them too. I hear they've taken the tradition to America, but use pumpkins instead. I can't see it being eerie somehow. Another newspaper. Telegraph room. Another table to rifle through. Ooh, book. Oh, let's open this one too. Nope, just the one. Okay. This book appears to have been read many times. Okay. But we're not going to read it. Alright, let's take a flyer. The Grand Seance, a gathering of intellects interested in esoteric manners, regardless of sex, color, or creed. Okay, it's the same thing. Alright, waste of a minute.
Yes?
No.
Hello. I'm Declan Ward. I telegrammed ahead.
I see. We did not receive your message, Mr. Ward. Our telegraph machine is broken.
Hi, Mischief. Thank you for the care package.
Regardless, I am Vincent Varley, the manager here. We are quite full at present, but we can fit you in.
Having a bad day, Vincent?
I'll send word that a room should be prepared, and I'll show you to it as soon as is possible. It shall be no later than midnight. But first, we require our guests to sign in, if you would.
Thank you for shouting her out. Let's sign the book. Only one guest has signed with an X, meaning this gathering has unusually high literacy rates. Miss Dean's signature. Miss Dean signed the registration book a few days ago. There's a lot of names here, all signed within the last week. More than I thought there'd be. Excluding myself and Miss Dean. I need to hear her name again, so that I can say it the right way. Was it Dean? There's 17 others currently staying at the hotel.
The skunk now.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
The Spanish Inquisition? I didn't expect that. Where are they? I gotta get more variations on that at some point. People love to spook the skunk. Oh, here we go. They're here to arrest me for doing a seance? No! I'm not part of this. I'm just present. I didn't do it. Guest sign-in times. A record of who arrived and departed and when. I noticed Miss Deanne did not sign out. Sign in.
I see you are busy for somewhere so remote, though it seems quiet around here.
The seance has brought a great many visitors, it's true. Most have retired early to be ready for the weekend ahead.
The art, especially on the guy, reminds me of Death and Taxes, and reminds me of Void Bastards.
Ah, yes, the Seance. I noticed the Miss Dean's name
Dean,
signing
okay.
in. Does that happen to be Evelyn Dean?
It is. Rather, it was. I'm afraid she's not staying with us any longer. Were you hoping to meet her?
I was. She's, left already?
She has, yes. Can I help with anything else?
You can engage in conversation with characters by discussing evidence from your records. Certain responses will reveal new information, exposing more about the character and their mysteries. Discussing topics will consume time. Select discuss evidence and ask Mr. Varley about Miss Dean. Alright, ask about... Observation, telegraph machine, broken. The Manor's method of sending and receiving telegrams. Yeah, let's go ahead and discuss that. You mentioned the telegraph machine is down. It is. Likely the storm shorted the battery. Terrible timing. I tried to wire up to the I tried to wire up the replacement, but I have had no luck. I'll have the groundsman look in the morning. Yeah, let's ask about the Seance. Well, hold on real quick. Evidence, people, luggage, documents, observation, everything. Okay, cool. I imagine I'll want to filter eventually, but for now, we don't have that much. Let's ask about Evelyn Dean. I'm sorry, but did you say Miss Dean departed already? Yes, Tuesday night. Perhaps Wednesday morning. Her letter said she had to leave on short notice. Letter? Ah. In truth, she took her luggage and left in the middle of the night. In the morning, we found only a letter and her payment at the front desk. Would that be usual for her? I could not say, sir. This was the first time she stayed here. Cool. Can I see it? No. Yeah. You will think me quite mad, Mr. Varley, but I saw a woman washing something in the fountain. I can assure you that our facility has a full laundry. Nothing is washed in the fountain. Perhaps you saw a bean-nye? It would be fitting for the time of year and the gathering here, though unfortunate for whoever's clothes were being washed. Alright, let's ask him about himself. What can you tell me about yourself, sir? I'm the manager here at the hotel. With the utmost respect, Mr. Ward, I think that's all you need to know. Alright. Yep, his glasses are broken, or cracked. They must be difficult to see through. The damage must be recent, or surely you need to have them fixed. Unhappy expression. He looks profoundly displeased. Is it me? Is it with me or something else? Hand on pocket watch. He keeps checking his pocket watch. He's either pressed for time, ruled by routine, or both. Evidence on Vincent Varley. Did you happen to drop your glasses? Yeah, it is nothing, sir. They are serviceable. I'll have them replaced after the event. Are you all right, sir? You look rather perturbed. I'm perfectly fine. My mind is on the hotel and the event. Of course. Okay. You're very busy, sir. I noticed you're holding your pocket watch there. These events do not run themselves. Its and the Manor's success depend on tight scheduling. So I get the feeling that I'm either going to be in a time loop or this game is going to have several endings based on what I do. Because obviously this needs to matter. And that schedule I picked up is going to be important too. I'm slightly leaning towards hoping it's some sort of, if not time loop, then at least some sort of reasoning for me to keep my evidence between each run, as it were. Else it might end up being the kind of game where I'm like, okay, I read this evidence in a previous life and I need to write it down so that I don't need to read it again. Alright, let's leave.
I need nothing else, thank you.
Then please wait here. The staff will prepare your room, and I'll be back to show you to it shortly. Now, if you will excuse me. With the telegraph machine broken, I have delivery orders to write for the morning. If you need me again, you know how to summon me.
You got it, buddy. Alright. So, Miss Dean was here but left. Her date of departure does line up with the letter I received. It would be good to see the letter she left behind. Seems my cutoff for investigation's midnight. I should get a move on. By exploring and interacting with items, you can progress the investigation. To see what objects you can interact with, hold down space to enable detective vision. Okay, so things that are bright are important. List of staff's rota for the next few days. I've recorded their movements in my timetable in case it proves useful. I'm sure it will. If I want to determine whether anything suspicious happened to Miss Dean before I retire tonight, then I am running out of time. I'm being warned. Assortment of trashy romance novels. Paper from 3 years ago. The main storage is the carriage accident that resulted in the death of the Marquess's wife. Carriage accident's definitely relevant. Private letters. Letters from a Mr. Dupre. He is half-heartedly inquiring about a business. Photo of him outside the manor is included. His expression is flat. Personal letter from Victoria Lau. It has no reference to the manor or a planned event whatsoever. This letter is written in swirly script that I think may be Middle Eastern. Having looked around here, I'm not sure Miss Dean's letter is still being kept in the reception area. Likely the manager has it in his office. Discs. What on earth could these be for? Could be that they're important. Maybe there's a clue to their use somewhere around here. Oh, I'm just going to take them. Mine now! I'm very curious about the crest, but... That's a big fucking elk. Jeez. Okay. Well, I'm going to... Actually, let's enter the telegraph room real quick. Because there's no time penalty for doing so. Is he lying? Is their telegraph fine? There's a faint smell of burnt paper in the air here. Okay, that does make me think that it's probably... It's a typewriter. We've got letterhead. We've got ink and envelopes. Okay. Not important. Not worth my time. Literally. Seems to be stationary. Ink, paper for the machines, and so on. There we go. Voltaic pile battery. A voltaic battery is built by stacking cells to reach the required voltage output. This diagram shows a voltaic battery with an output of 4 volts. A cell is made up of 2 discs called an anode and a cathode, separated by an electrolyte bridge. Zinc disc, electrolyte bridge, copper disc. Okay. And that's the telegraph machine. No, page. There we go, telegraph machine. Is it actually broke? The hotel's primary means of communication with the outside world. Apparently the battery's dead. It requires 6 volts. Repair. Interesting. Oh, that's what I've got in my hands is the volts. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they were running it on a 4-volt battery is why it's fried. Or they were trying to repair it and they were like, I'll just copy what this does. Okay. So I could fix the telegraph machine. Maybe that would ingratiate me. The burnt out discs are where the smell in the room's coming from. I'll remove them in case there's any risk of fire. Alright, let's give this a try. I can use the new discs to replace the old ones. I need to assemble a battery with the right voltage to power the telegraph machine. It just needs the right number of discs in the right order. Ah, I wish I'd, oh, can I look at it again? Okay, cool. Yeah. So, it's copper, bridge, zinc. Copper, bridge, zinc. Okay, over and over again. Copper, bridge, zinc. Copper, bridge, zinc. Copper, bridge, zinc. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. That should do the job. Battery seems to be working, and the telegraph machine now has a hum to it. I should tell the manager. Alright. So yeah, that should make him happy and should make him leave his office so I can check the letter. I'm sure if I asked about the letter, he would have been like, please get out of my office.
Sir, this area is for staff only. I would kindly ask you to leave this room. If you need assistance, you can ring the bell in the lobby.
Oh, I've been banished. Okay, we'll ding the bell. And make sure you guys also ring that bell. Like and subscribe.
May I be of service, Mr. Ward?
Okay, I think we'll be discussing, yeah, telegraph machine fixed.
Your telegraph machine seems to be functional.
Is that so? Mr. Hunter must have slipped in unnoticed and fixed it. Then you'll have to excuse me. I have messages to send ahead of tomorrow. I will be in the telegraph room should you need me. You shouldn't be waiting much longer for your room, I assure you. It will be ready by midnight at the latest.
Got it. Could act quickly. I don't know how long he'll stay in there. Character locations, points of interest, and rooms can be viewed on the map. Press 4. This is the map. The yellow areas indicate where Ward is. You can also see where other characters are. Characters will change position every hour, so be sure to keep an eye on the map. New areas will be added to them as the manor is explored. Yeah, so currently we have the main office. We haven't gone into these rooms. So maybe I should, real quick, go into these rooms so they'll be added to the map. Yeah, cloakroom's just a place to take off your coat. Nothing here is looking immediately suspicious. The luggage room is a place for our luggage. We have many luggages. I am sure that there would be some things in here that are moderately suspicious. I could look into the telegraph room, but I'm sure I would just find him sending messages. So, let's go into here. My other hope is that when I've solved the mystery, I'm still allowed to use my time until midnight. Interesting. The window is open. Why? Why is the window open? The place is freezing. Perhaps that explains Mr. Varley's demeanor. I'm not going to climb out. Staff roster, entertainment schedule. Let's look at this. Okay, that's just a duplicate of what I've already got. The room rack, that's probably important. A list of who's staying in which room. Miss Dean's name is not here, but there are only 4 unoccupied rooms. Rooms 2, 7, 15, and 21. One of these must have housed her. Alright, I'm going to guess that we will be in room 2 or room 7, and that we will not be going to the room with the 10s or the 20s, you know, probably the 2nd and 3rd floor, until a little later in the game. But we'll see. More newspapers. Man, we got newspapers all over the place. We got a bird. Very important. We got bugs. And a little something there. Mail, open letter, letters, clipboard. Stack of letters. Safe. Interesting. Many bug. Okay. A response to Mr. Varley, who seems to have asked for a child on behalf of a young mother. The letter assures him the child is safe, but is otherwise not forthcoming. Mail to be delivered into town. Nothing here except requests for supplies. A record of who's in which room. Useful information to have. Something under it. Ah, okay. I think this, yes, this is Miss Dean's departure letter. On his desk. Strange. He must have examined it when I arrived. It's signed. I wonder, does her signature match... Bleh. Does this match her signature in the sign-in book? Ah, are we gonna... Okay. Evelyn Dean. Are there any differences between these signatures? Evelyn Dean. She's missing her big loopy here. But I guess that's not it. Most of it looks like, you know, different pen quality. She's missing a big loopy here. The D and the Y are both different. Yeah, the Y is square. Am I supposed to be doing it up here? No. Evelyn Dean. Oh, the magnifying glass isn't lighting up for some reason. Oh, okay. I'm supposed to be clicking. Yeah. The D's missing the loopy. The E's got the wrong loopy. The Y's got a square. Okay. I was supposed to be clicking instead of looking for things to hover over. Okay. These signatures are close, but they don't match. Somebody else wrote this letter of hers, but who and why? Well, what's the letter say? Can I read it? You've gathered enough evidence to craft a hypothesis. Evidence provides keywords for each hypothesis. Press 1 to access this. Ooh. I like this. Okay, so this is various evidence that I had found. Yeah, and things are connecting. Okay. Press Make Hypothesis to open the Hypothesis panel. Complete a hypothesis by filling in the missing words using keywords gleaned from evidence. Press Consider to determine if you're correct. Okay, so, yeah, we asked about Miss Dean, we found Dean's letter, gained entry to the office, and explored the manager's office. We know about Mr. Varley. He was unhappy because the telegraph machine was broken, possibly for other reasons as well. Hangry! Welcome in. Hi, Hangry. How are you? We found the discs, and we fixed the machine. We found the guest sign-in times, Miss Dean's signature, and the forged letter. Let's look at that closer. To whom it may concern, such circumstances have come about that I can no longer stay, and so I have vacated my room and exited the hotel. You will have found funds with this letter. I am sure they're sufficient to settle my debts. Anything left may be given to the staff. I hope the rest of the event goes well, and look forward to hearing the seance outcomes. Evelyn Dean. Good, how am I? I'm doing pretty decent. Arm's a little funky from how I slept, but that's okay. That happens often enough. Excited for this game. Fake handwriting. Okay. Think. Make hypothesis. Blank blank is blank. Broken. Fixed. Signed by her. Forged. Protect. Interesting. My arrival. Okay. Miss Dean's departure. Letter is forged. What if... I know what happened here. There's a skunk down his
So-
teeth. They're different.
Miss Dean didn't leave the hotel. And somebody wants us to think that she did. But who? Can I learn anything about the culprit?
They speak English. They can write. They know Miss Dean. They did not know Miss Dean. Well, we know they can write.
Of course. Educating the people over here isn't exactly the Crown's highest priority. As a result, literacy rates are low enough in the west of Ireland. The fact that this letter was written at all is a useful clue to the identity of the culprit behind whatever has befallen Miss Dean.
Cut it off and grow a new one. Oh, I see. Yes. I believe skinks can only do that with their tails. But yes, I'm not a lizard. I'm a skunk, which means I'm a dog, not a lizard. Mystery solved. Oh, I only get to click one of those options. Well, I think the option I picked is probably the most relevant. The person who wrote this letter can write. Mystery solved. Miss Dean's departure. She did not leave the manor, though somebody wants people to think she did. Alright, now here's the question. I've got 16 minutes left to midnight. Do I get more time? Facts about the culprit. Completing the hypothesis is critical to advancing the mysteries and finding Miss Dean, as each successful hypothesis will reveal facts about the culprit. Information you know about the culprit will appear on the panel to the left. Use it as the story unfolds to eliminate suspects on this screen. For now, it's time to get some rest. Yes, we know they can write. Okay. Go away, bug. The culprit. By investigating those present in the manor, I should be able to eliminate the suspect. Yes. Yeah, I should be able to eliminate the suspect and reveal the culprit. Who is behind Miss Dean's disappearance? Get out of here. Jeez, we got gnats. We already know there is at most one person who isn't literate. Yeah.
Mr. Ward. Mr. Ward, your room is ready.
Okay. I'm going to... I imagine on a second playthrough, I will now want to climb out and do something. But for this playthrough, I want to be normal. So, what can I do? I've got a few minutes before I am being taken to my room. Let's look around here some more. Today's newspaper. There's a brief article on the gathering of strange guests in the manor. It has an unwelcoming tone. Let's read some more letters. Letters requesting gramophone records for the rooms, respectively for the drawing room and the bedroom of one Dr. Callaghan. Callahan? You guys are all going to see how bad my Irish Gaelic pronunciation can be. Reminds you of a funny story from the old forum roleplay days. You did a historically accurate pirate roleplay, with one of the prompts being that most people shouldn't know how to read, so you made a character whose whole gimmick was that they were an educated, disgraced noble's daughter who could read, write, navigate, etc. But then everyone just kind of threw the whole idea, so it ended up being useless. Aw, that's too bad. I think that is a fun aspect of roleplay. I used to, and I feel maybe that this was a little weird now, but I used to roleplay a blind character, and I really liked when people would work with me in roleplay to describe things without using visual feedback. Not that I would get that very often, but when I did, it always felt really interesting. Okay, hold on. There we go. Had to clean some dust from my desk. Complaint letter. Ah, that seems important. A letter complaining about the housekeeper and her overfamiliarity and curiosity. Administrative files. Nothing of value. Various books on management, accountancy, and running a hotel. Old newspapers from the past few days. Letter from a supplier requesting payment for goods delivered here for the event. In the trash. Interesting. An outdoor jacket. There's nothing in the pockets. Oh, that's a good point. Rifling through pockets. Hat box. Empty hat box. Okay. Mr. Varley's mid-draft orders. He's requesting payment hold off until after the event is over. Okay, so they are financially troubled. Various letters from the guests making requests of the hotel for the duration of their stay. I do not have the safe code, but I can look at it. Don't have time for this right now. Definitely don't. Alright. Well, I have a few minutes to look around out here, I guess. Get out here, bug.
Mr. Ward, what were you doing in there? Did you repair that machine only to use it to lure me away from my office?
No. I got lost. I would never look in your office for confidential letters and mail.
Whatever your reason for being there, you may take your bags and leave. Get out.
I see. World's worst detective. Find one of the fail states in the game. You failed. You were evicted from Blake Manor. As a result of your actions, 0 people in the manor survived. There were 45 hours until the seance. Load. You can also load to an earlier point in the save's timeline. Okay, am I going to get in trouble again? Or do I... Yes, okay. Okay, so I need to go out the window. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. Yes. Alright, so, with that in mind...
Mr. Ward.
Yeah. I'm still going to get this information. Not important. That didn't give me a fact, so I'm not going to worry about it. Whoopsie. Climb out. How goes the detective work? I failed. But I think perhaps now that I will succeed. Oh, sorry. I stepped outside for a breath of fresh air.
Mr. Ward, your room is ready. The porter shall meet us there.
The porter. Okay, so I don't get my extra 12 minutes. Oh, maybe I do get my extra 12 minutes, but I get them here. The drawing room. Portrait. Armor. Closed in preparations for Saturday evening's ball. Portrait. Skull motifs for the library. A painting. Water closet. Portrait. Southeast corridor. Strange device. A strange contraption. I wonder what its function is. What is its meaning? What is it measuring? Hello, sir. Talk mystery. Ah. Interesting. Vincent Varley. He's unhappy. Can build a profile on Mr. Varley by analyzing him, speaking to him or other guests about him, and searching the manor. Okay, we know he works at Blake Manor. He's got his hand on his pocket watch, a crack in his glasses. I have investigated his office, but I could do some more. And I can investigate his office, or no, his quarters for more. So those are my leads. Okay. Don't have a timetable yet. Interesting. The map says we're still in the lobby.
If you head up the stairs, the porter will show you to your room.
Thanks, buddy.
If you head up the
Okay, you have nothing else to say. Well, let's map
your
things
room
out.
awaits you up.
Okay. Well, let's... Is there anything here? I should probably look at the portraits. Those seem important. Jonathan Blake, the owner of this estate, painted here with his young son Walter and late wife Mary. Who's that? Where did she go? Was that a ghost? Get a grip, Declan. You're tired and the place is getting to you. Evidence, records, hauntings. Edward Blake, the first Marquis of Dune. Edward Blake, the man who built this manor, according to the plaque. Anything else I can look at in here before we head up? Suits of armor, but like... Okay, let's go upstairs. Maybe there'll be something on the way. A portrait of a woman with dark hair. She's holding an ornate vase that looks to be Egyptian. That's curious. The plaque reads Lady Wilhelmina Blake. Sure, that's going to be relevant later.
This room's yours, sir. Number 4.
Oh, you don't even get a name? Surely you have a name, sir. Ah, the room plan. That seems important. Map of the upper floor. This should be useful for placing which guests is located where. Hourglass. Oh, so we have the option. Eventually, we'll have so much information that we will have no need to waste time. Rooms 20 to 22. Ah, some rooms are locked together. Edward Blake, the founder of Blake Manor. His outstretched hand makes him seem almost Christ-like. Really? Is that all it takes? Though he was anything but a savior figure. Alright. Our room is not a joint room. Joint. Okay, so... I see. Alright, so we have the ground floor. Okay, here we go. Now it's properly set up. There's a tower on either side. There's the atrium. Atrium opens up to... Oh, we're using British rules. The first floor, which is the second floor. Okay, but we know who's where. That's good. Okay, so there are corridors that connect. I wonder if I'm ever going to need to go into the ladies' water closet. How disgraceful I could be. I don't actually... It appears that there are 2 unisex ones over here. Mrs. Lau, Miss Mantovani. So I'm right next to the seance giver. Mr. Toussaint, unassigned for a very large room. Father Sino, Miss Tally. So we've got... That's interesting. We've got a priest here. Isn't this rest of the world rules? I'm not sure what you mean by that. We've got Dr. Callahan and his wife in a separate room. Mr. Dupre, who we read about, was complaining about something. Miss Hisham and Mrs. D'Arcy. Miss Quinn, Mr. O'Meara, Miss Barbosa, Mr. Skerritt, Mrs. Erickson, Mr. O'Finn, unassigned, Mr. Coventry, Ms. McLeod. Okay, we got a pretty good balance of masculine and feminine individuals. This opens up to somewhere. Basement. Okay, and that's just a zoom. The floor numbering. I don't believe that's everywhere in the world. Actually, that's something I should look into sometime. I would be curious. I don't believe it's everywhere in the world that it goes ground first floor. I think there's a decent split. It's not just America that goes first, second. But I don't actually know how it's divided. I just know in English it's particularly this is what the UK does. This is the opposite is what America does. I believe Australia is with us, but I might be wrong. Now I'm very curious. Very curious. Okay, well, let's talk to the porter. Hey, sir, what's your name?
Well, this is your room, sir.
Mr. Doyle.
Breakfast is served at 9 a.m. in the East Wing Dining Hall. Nice chance to meet your fellow guests, that.
Thank you.
Anyway, sleep well and all that.
Cool. Let's analyze him. All right, Mr. Doyle, you've got a nose. Sunken, red eyes. His eyes are red as if something is irritating them. Unusual Celtic cross. A Celtic cross, though it seems somehow different to many I've seen. I wish I was more brushed up on that sort of thing. He's Pingus. Shaky hands. He seems to be suffering from some sort of tremor. So maybe the doctor is here to treat this guy. Because he doesn't seem well.
Well, breakfast,
Okay.
nice chance. Anyway.
Nothing new there. I've got a couple of minutes left. Is there anything else I can look at? I mean, I could go through here and then go through there and see what's up with this weirdness. But I think we're probably good. Let's just go ahead and go to our room. Mayhaps we will have a couple of minutes to look at things in our room. Thud. From the left. Okay. Mrs. Lau smacked into our wall. My luggage, the wardrobe, a painting, a fire, chair, gramophone. Right. People were requesting things to actually look at. Can't see anything of note in here. A guide to local flora and fauna, though the locale in question seems to be in the north of Ireland. Mounted fox. So I'm not too worried about how I spend day one, but I might want to save at the start of day two. We've got a privacy curtain. For what, I have no idea, because it's all one room. Little of interest in the wardrobe. Won't be able to do much else tonight. I should rest. Tomorrow will be a long day. My luggage. I won't unpack in case I find myself needing to make a hasty retreat. We've got 1 point left before the game like forces me to sleep. Nothing in this one. It's the same painting as downstairs. An empty landscape. There's not much else to paint here, I suppose. Ding. Close. Okay, so now I'm going to assume... No, I'm still allowed to look at things? Just unsure what beast this comes from. I guess I just needed to have solved the previous mystery by now. But just in case... Freshly dressed with good quality sheets. I should rest. Sleep. This is normal and good. Hands. Triangle. Okay, so this is the sigil drawing. We got hands on the windows now. Wall. Okay. I see. Okay. Is this puzzle? Okay. Do. Satan! There's... Okay, interesting. Okay. Oops. And there's our swirly. Oh my god. It's very similar to the Mark of the Darkness from Thud. Alright, 8 a.m. Big Apple.
Oh, my head. I don't feel rested at all. What was that dream? So vivid. Despite my tiredness, I've woken with a new eagerness to attend this event's seance. Given I only learned about the event last night, I find that odd. What on earth was that?
Wonder if that was also next door. Alright, so we're going to do a save. And I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back and we'll keep going. Alright, I'm back. Day 2, Saturday, October 30th, 8 a.m. Atrium. Get out of here. Ah, lots of people. A bird!
How fast must it have been going to break through like that, Mr. Hunter?
Draw Hunter.
Hard to say, Mr. Sham. Some of the wood up there needs replacing, so all they had to do was hit the wrong part.
The stable master and the groundsman, Mr. Draw Hunter. There's the priest. Father Lorcan Sino. Given his attire, he's likely Father Lorcan Sino. Those whispering women, only one matching pair signed in at the same time. Mrs. Victoria Lau and Mrs. Ivy McLeod. They're on opposite sides of the building though, right?
What is happening here, Mrs. Joyce? Myself and the Marquess were in a meeting with Miss Mantovani.
Marquess, okay.
Oh, sirs, it were a crow. Poor thing was dead on impact. But don't you worry, we'll get this cleaned up in no time.
Miss Joyce, she can explain to me everything that's going on here. And what the pail is as well. Caitlin Joyce, the housekeeper. I appreciate that we're just getting to see the cast here.
Sorry, Marquess.
Okay. So we still have a Marquess and we still have a Blake. Interesting.
Miss Murphy.
I was just coming to get you for young Master Walter. He won't eat alone. The food'll go cold for long.
Miss Murphy, the cook.
Well, then I shouldn't keep Walter waiting any longer. Come, I shall leave the rest of you to it, and trust everyone to have a good day.
The Marquess of Doon, Jonathan Blake. Would the boy in that painting be the master of the house, Walter? Commotion seems to be drawing a crowd. Is this everyone then? Everyone except Miss Dean, of course.
What's all this about a dead crow? Would that be a bad omen for anyone traveling today, yes?
Please, Mr. Coventry. Oh, Finn's being here is bad enough omen.
Right. Some decorum, please.
Aunt, perhaps then this is our Ruari and Thade Callahan. Okay, so they're very religious. They've got big old crosses on them. Simon Coventry looks to be the studious professorly sort. Also, that might be why they are separated. They're not doctor and wife. They are doctor and aunt. Oh my.
Ha. She said far worse about me, and it all true. Aye, it's a bad omen, Coventry. No doubt about that.
And we have a wizard, or perhaps a druid. Domin O'Finn. Mr. O'Finn, he wasn't in the sign-in book. He must be the X. Okay, so theoretically, he's not our forger, because he cannot write. Or he's lying about it.
A bad omen? And it didn't show up in your cards, Mrs. Erickson. Oh my.
We've got our skeptic.
Show some respect. Mr. Dupre, can't you keep your woman in line?
Okay, the Dupre's. Hazel Erickson. But Erickson's not the person doing the seance. So we have a second mystic present.
Or is your dynamic the other way around?
And we have some, we have a shitty butler about this mixed race pairing.
Mrs. Darcy is not my woman, Mr. Scarrett, nor am I her man.
I see.
We are people and belong only to ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the cards are more of a tool, a guide. They reflect.
Is there a need to prove yourself, Mrs. Erickson? Huh?
Flinch. A French accent, and he is likely Mr. Toussaint, then. Antoine Toussaint. Cathal O'Meara. By process of elimination, then, the distracted man must be Cathal O'Meara. Okay, we've got our cast. I like this. And those remaining women... and of those remaining women, the lady on the right looks more like a Barbosa and the other a Quinn. Alright, if we insist.
Speaking of late arrivals,
Who was our newest guest?
Oh, hi everyone. My name's Mivlia. All right, I'm a boring dude.
This might be a good time to mention that breakfast will be ready at 9 a.m. in case anyone wants to return to their rooms and freshen up.
Saved by the bellboy. One of those people must be behind Miss Dean's disappearance. But who are they all? They're all here for the seance, and some of them know one another clearly. Do they all know one another? Am I clearly an infiltrator? I can't think on that too much, or I'll grow paranoid. All I can do is the job. Investigate her vanishing and probe into these people. One of them is behind it. The more I can learn about them and their reasons for being here, the better chance I have in finding her. Get out of your bugs. Jesus Christ. I could make a record of their movements. It might be helpful to know what their plans are and when their rooms are free. Her name isn't Mivlia, it's actually Smallvia. No! Well, the Frenchman is here to chat with me. Ah, that wasted 8 minutes. Okay. So, we now have Squoise, Acidula, dissolved whatever it had been linked to. Diglassile, a sigil that unlocks doors that have been magically sealed. And Dosing, a strange sigil I saw in my dream that woke me on using it. Oh, this is everything. Hauntings. I'm told many have witnessed strange apparitions in and around the manor. Certainly I have improbable experiences here myself. So we have observations that are just like the room numbers. We know that Miss Montavani will be conducting the seance. We know about the carriage incident and the staff rota. All of the letters we've found so far. And some analysis of a few of the people so far. I don't have the timetable yet. I have the map. Mysteries. Okay. I'll be able to gain more information. Okay. Manager's quarters, working, hotel staff. He's in his 40s. His manager knows the grounds well. He had never met Dean before she arrived. I found various writings from him. Okay. Well, let's, yeah.
Un moment. Monsieur?
Sure.
You would be, Declan Ward, correct?
I don't want to say.
Allow me to even the playing field. Huh? I am Etienne Toussaint, a debunker of fraudulent mystics.
Interesting. Okay, so we have another skeptic. Interesting.
And it's the topic of fraud I wish to speak with you on.
Okay. You want to talk to me about fraud? Mr. Toussaint has suggested that there may be frauds at the event. Con artists hoping to take advantage of the more vulnerable. Alright, talk to me. Searching out fraud must be easy work at an event such as this. In what way, monsieur? It is a seance. Surely everyone involved in running it is a charlatan and the rest naive fools. Au contraire, monsieur. Many of the guests are truly magical practitioners. So not a skeptic. A mystic who wants to stop fakes. But in a gathering such as this, there's likely to be somebody looking to take advantage of the more vulnerable attendees, or those who merely believe. Interesting. Let's analyze them. Notebook in pocket. A notebook worn around the edges, kept close at hand. Society of Psychical Research symbol. Crest which reads Society of Psychical Research. And that's everything. Oop. Got the Steam pop up in the way. There we go. Okay. I don't want to talk to you too much. But do tell me about the Society of Psychical Research. If I might ask, what does the crest you're wearing indicate? Ah, it's the emblem of the Society of Psychical Research, a grouping of curious individuals who try to apply academic rigor to paranormal situations. It's a mixed set. Some believers, some skeptics, some in between. But I find it suits me to have some like-minded people to share my work with. Okay. Talk a little bit more. Identity known. Okay. So let's talk to him about his notebook as well, I guess. Do you always carry that notebook with you, Mr. Toussaint? More often than not, there's a lot to record. Best I don't chance it to something fragile like memory. You agree, no? I've seen you making notes in your own journal. Oui? Alright. Think one more thing to talk to him about. And I think that thing should be the strange device. I feel like it might be his. Have you studied the strange device in the atrium? I have. And it is strange indeed. But this place has other similar devices. I am unsure if it means anything or is purely for display. Okay.
That's all. I think not, monsieur. We're not done talking yet.
Okay. What do you want to talk? I talked to you about fraud already. Okay, do you want to talk about the seance? Do you think the seance claims could be true? That they can actually summon a ghost and talk to it directly? You asked the wrong man, monsieur. But many things were considered impossible until they were done, no? I have witnessed many strange things in my line of business. From what I know of her, if it can be done, then Mademoiselle Mantovani can do it. Okay, and I guess let's talk about magic. Because that's as far as I can think that he might need to be talked to. Excuse me, but did you say there are people who think they can perform magic? No, I said there are people who can perform it. You are, I know, not of the scene, but believe me when I tell you. Magic, rituals, ghosts, it is all real. It is hard, of course, and expensive in what it takes, so it is not commonplace. Easier for some to fake. This is ridiculous. Do you right now? Maybe. But you are here now, and you will soon see many unexplainable things. Can I leave?
That's all. I think not.
Okay. What else do you want to talk about? Hauntings? Increasingly, I think I see strange things around this manor. The power of suggestion will do things to the mind, Monsieur Ward. Figments of the imagination, perhaps. But perhaps we best err on the side of a believer for now, and leave them be, no? What do you want? Oh, maybe the casts? You suspect someone, then? I believe most attendees are legitimate practitioners, but yes, I have my suspicions. My intent is to gain proof that will discredit them. Attendees and staff have their own problems to be solved. Solving these mysteries will help you uncover more about the relationship with Dean and their own reasons for attending the seance. You have gained enough evidence to solve Mr. Toussaint's hypothesis. After solving the hypothesis, confront Mr. Toussaint and find out what your deductions have revealed. Okay. Form hypothesis. Okay. He has a notebook in his pocket. He's from the society. He is worried about fraud. He knows who I am. He has suspicions about the guests, and proof is needed to declare someone to be a fraud. Interesting. Room 6, class upper middle, arrival date 23rd of October, a French academic and debunker of false mysteries. Why is Mr. Toussaint here? It doesn't tie in with the disappearance. Think. Make a hypothesis. Mr. Toussaint's goal is to coerce me into investigating a fraudulence for his society. What if? That doesn't make any sense. No? A guest for his society? Oh, for fraudulence. Okay. Okay. Where? Hello,
Toussaint is here on a
Burango.
witch hunt and intends to force me to his side. I should confront him about this.
How are you doing, Burango? Welcome in. Always good to see you. Confront. Your goal is to coerce me into investigating a guest for fraudulence.
Quite right. Excellent. I had planned to do it myself, but once I saw you, I knew you would have to help, Detective.
Help.
So, you do know who I am?
Indeed. I am an investigator of my own sort, you see. It would be foolish of me enter a new country and not read the papers, n'est-ce pas? As for my own investigation, I have focused on Madame Hazel Erickson. I'll get to the heart of it. She's an out-and-out fraud. About this, I have no trace of a doubt. But my belief alone is not quite enough. I still lack evidence. Here, take this key. It will let you into room 19, Madame Erickson's room. There you can find something that proves the case. Of this, I'm sure.
Slept badly and have a dentist appointment tomorrow? Oh, that's rough. I hope the appointment goes well.
What makes you think I'd do a thing like that?
That's your job, is it not? And you would want to keep your presence here quiet? No? You won't hear a thing further about your presence once you have aided. Here, the key. I shall see you back with the evidence inside the hour. Yes? Otherwise, well, I will have to make an announcement at breakfast. You will be out no long after, I assure you.
And how do you expect me to get into Miss Erickson's room safely?
I believe I heard her discussing her plans with Monsieur Aufin. You might consider listening in.
What a prick. Okay. I need to action unlocked. Okay. Confront. Act. Mr. Toussaint has given me Miss Erickson's room key and asked me to investigate her for fraud. Investigate room 19. I have the key now. Target Hazel Erickson. I've been warned to watch Mrs. Erickson as she's not what she claims to be. Haven't had one since 2019. That's don't worry. I've also not had many. I had one when I lived in Portland, and I had one when I was a child, and that is it as far as dentist appointments I've had. All right, Erickson. I have no facts unlocked. You can eavesdrop on private conversations to discover more clues. Okay. Eavesdrop.
I'm sorry, sir, but do you have a pen I can borrow?
No, no use for one. Drudgery is an oral tradition.
Gnarl.
So I never got much into the writing. Oh, it served me grand for my purposes. Do you want my chisel?
No. I was planning on taking some notes. I want to go downstairs and examine the energy left by that poor bird before breakfast.
Why?
I suspect there is something to be learned about our fortunes here. If only I could have gotten to it before it was cleaned up.
Aye, well, I suppose some folks here have never gutted a bird to read its entrails before.
Is that some kind of Irish saying?
Nope.
No.
Oh, well, you'll excuse me then.
Mr. O'Finn doesn't write, and I didn't see his name on the sign in book. He must be the person who marked his name with an X. I'll make a note of that. Yeah. While investigating, you can learn characters' movements across the weekend. The information is learned by asking people, searching rooms, listening in on conversations, and more. This information will be on the timetable. Press 3 to see more. As you learn more information, the timetable will be populated. Characters will appear on the map each hour if you know their schedule for the time slot. Reminders can also be set so events aren't missed. Hold to proceed. 5 reminders left. Okay. So I can only set so many, but... yeah, breakfast in the dining room. Okay, so I can see people and where they might be. Let's analyze the druid while we're here. Crown. A crown made of wood and leather. He's got the antlers. Staff. A yew branch with the simplest of ornamentation, but he carries it proudly. Ornate belt. His belt is quite eye-catching. Wild hair and beard. He looks to be living a hermit's lifestyle. I don't have a lot of time. Rooms 13 through 18, 17, 18, 19. Can't hear anything. Don't think anyone's on the other side. Okay. In we go. Let's see what we can find. Crystal ball. Nothing happens when I touch it. Feels surprisingly cold. A combination lock. Attendees list. It says target. Miss Dean's name is circled. Well, that definitely seems to imply that she was going to grift Fila Callahan, Ruri Callahan, Dara Hunter, Tien Toussaint has been marked out. So clearly, like, she realized that he's too skeptical. Dean was circled as probably the most liable. And the Callahans are someone she thought was usable. Interesting that it's a staff member. It's good for handing off. Is there anything else here? Oh. What's this? A mixture of morphine and scopolamine. I don't know what scopolamine is. I've heard of this concoction being used to sedate people. Is this for her own use or something more sinister? I guess that's worth keeping in mind. Let's close it. A book by Mr. Toussaint, Frauds and Their Methodology, Volume 2. Several pages bookmarked. Interesting. So was she planning on knocking out Mr. Toussaint because she knows who he is? Or was she learning so that she could make more elaborate schemes? Very interesting. Alright, I think that's all of the important stuff in here. Short of having the combination to her lock, but I don't know what her knowledge is. Get out of here, bugs. Jesus. Alright. Etienne. List of names. Syringe of narcotics. Interesting that it's in his information. Alright. Well, I feel like at this point we should definitely talk to him about it.
Ah,
Hello again, Monsieur Ward. Can I help you?
Discuss evidence. List of names. Discovered a list of names with a list in her room with names of guests on it. Interesting, but it doesn't prove anything in itself. A list of marks for her fraudulent ways, a list of something more. Who can say off this alone? Your name was marked off. How insulting. A list of people she does not like, maybe. Evelyn Dean's name was circled. At the top is written targets. Interesting. Speculation, yes, but perhaps it is that I do not use magic. Where is Mademoiselle Dean? She is rumored to be a studied woman. Interesting. Alright, in that case, proof? Is this just... Proof is needed to declare someone to be a fraud. Okay. I want... Where's this? Where has the syringe gone? Huh, I guess I can't talk to him about the syringe. I guess I could talk to him about proof. What sort of proof would suffice to show someone to be a fraud? Any number of things, monsieur. Catching them in the act, of course. Put a record of their methods, a letter admitting they're faking it. Even a confession would do, if witnessed by somebody of sending. I'm sure you will know it when you see it. Okay.
That's all.
Take care.
I'm running out of time to find Mr. Toussaint as evidence.
I've got time. Let's go confront her herself. Let's analyze her. Crest on a necklace. An elaborate crest worn with pride. I don't recognize the symbol. Costume jewelry. An array of jewelry, the sort worn by spiritualists and showwomen. Yeah, so it's not like real gold and such. Which doesn't necessarily mean that that's her being a fake. It just could mean she's poor. Nervous energy. She hides it well, but seems uncomfortable. For what reason? Okay. Talk.
Well, hello there. I don't recognize you. We haven't met before, have we?
We haven't. I'm Declan Ward.
Mrs. Erickson. Hazel, if ever we should get so friendly. I'm a medium by trade, so naturally I had to come to this gathering. I'm hoping to pick up some new skills before the end.
Okay, so you're hoping to see how another fraud does their frauding, perhaps? Interesting. Alright. Why are you nervous? Are you alright, Miss Erickson? You seem uncomfortable. As if to comment on it will make me more comfortable. I'm fine, Mr. Ward. Thank you. What's the crest on your necklace all about? Can I ask what the crest you're wearing symbolizes? I'm a member of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. It's just a little way to let fellow members know they're among kin, you know? Okay. What are the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn? The Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, or the Golden Order, is a semi-secret magic society established in England. Do you know anything about the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, Mrs. Erickson? Do I? I sure hope so. Let's see. What can I tell you? We're a society of those interested in magic, especially the divine, what you'll hear called high magic. Right now, the Egyptian style is in fashion. The society is based in London. You should see it. You should see about it, you know, if ever you find yourself over there. Okay. I could discuss the eavesdropping. There's quite a turnout at this event. Any number of people skilled in the magical arts. Are there any you would recommend talking to? People whose skills you particularly admire? Oh, well, Miss Montavani, of course. But she's so busy, it's hard to talk to. Miss Dean is also a skilled practitioner, though I have not seen her in a few days. So Miss Dean was one of these people who believed they could use magic. Perhaps you should talk with the Callahans? Okay. What do you think about Enchantoussaint? Have you met Mr. Toussaint? Even before this event, I knew who he was. His reputation precedes him. To meet him is, I don't know. Good riddance to the fakes he's found, but the man's too skeptical for his own good. The supernatural exists. Not everyone is lying. What does he gain from fixating on the people who do? I know that she doesn't know about gut reading, apparently. I don't feel like pressing her on her costume jewelry is important. I don't think she knows anything about the device. Let's ask her more about Evelyn Dean. Don't suppose you met Miss Dean? Only this week, but her reputation precedes her. Did you know, Mr. Ward, that certain animals have brightly colored patterns to warn off other creatures? That's what they're saying these days. It's too bad Miss Dean's not a frog. Maybe it'd stop the likes of Mr. O'Meara from chasing after her tail. He was. Mr. Ward, the poor boy asked her to marry him. She said no, of course. And so publicly, too. What's a wolf to do with a lovesick puppy? A wolf, then, not a frog. No, I said she should be a frog. Presently, she's just a harlot. Interesting. Cathal O'Meara. Do I have anything else to discuss with you? Cathal O'Meara is that guy. Okay. I don't feel like asking about O'Meara is helpful. Okay.
I won't bother you anymore, Mrs. Erickson.
Goodbye now.
Could talk to the druid. Mystery. Okay. Yeah, this is just our visual observations of him. Yeah, we could investigate his room to get more information. Back. His name is marked off on Mrs. Erickson's list of magical people. I found a publication of his in Miss Erickson's room. He does not trust or use magic. Profile Mrs. Erickson, nervous energy, which I have already discussed with her. Research in her room is covered in her notations. Motive. Miss Dean's name was circled on the list of targets. She's in her early 30s. She's a medium, and this was her first time meeting O'Dean. Motive. Miss Dean publicly rejected his marriage proposal. Let's go ahead and fill this out. Yeah, I found her syringe, but I haven't been able to bring it up to anyone. Hey, Artifice, just walked in and thought this was a skill tree before you unmuted the stream. I can't wait to unlock Syringe of Narcotics, my most powerful ability. Welcome in, how you doing? Hope you're well. Now, we're doing a mystery game. This is the Seance at Blake Manor, which was gifted to me by Gremlin the Bold. I can discuss the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn with somebody, but not Mr. Tartier. Okay, but one of your most competent members of your Starfinder party uses Syringe of Narcotics quite effectively all the time. I activate Syringe of Narcotics. Alright, I've already discussed her nervous energy. I could talk to her about her costume jewelry, but I really don't feel like that's a useful lead. Potential connection. What's making her so nervous? Attack or defense position? No, it's a spell. Silly Sammy. The Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn is a real thing? Yes. I believe this game had a disclaimer at the beginning that it was based on real things, and as such, content warning because there may be some sketchy language. Class called the Biohacker that's literally all about using combat drugs on allies and enemies. Ooh, that's cool. Is this Starfinder first edition or second edition? I'm not as good at sci-fi as fantasy, but I've been a little curious about doing Starfinder 2e because I love Pathfinder 2e so much. And the Archive of Nethys just added a new class that's like it's like a sci-fi bard that enhances people by moving a magical spotlight around the battlefield, which is really neat. First, you started before 2e was a thing. 2e has overall been a fair disappointment to you, TBH. If I may ask, for what reason? Lack of content because it's new, or because you just don't like 2e's, some aspect of 2e's systems? Okay, well, I could talk... Let's go ahead and talk to Mr. Affin.
Ah, there you are now.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but do I know you?
Haha, no, I never said such. Just plainly, there you are, and you are.
You're so right.
You have me there, sir.
Sir, I'm no knight. I'm done enough in, and you can call me such. I'm a proud traveller, protector of these lands.
Noted. I am Declan Ward. Also, not a knight.
Haha, good to meet you, lad.
I
take it that you've come for the seance.
Ah, yes and no. I'm here because of the seance, but not for it. I have no urge to speak to the dead. I doubt they have much comfort to offer up.
So true. 2e is losing a lot of what made 1e special. Everything feels a lot more generic because of the goal of Pathfinder, Starfinder cross-compatibility. Plus, they shipped it missing major features like starship combat. Did 1e have that in the in its core rulebooks? I'm not very familiar with Starfinder. Yep, that makes sense. I mean, that does seem like something you would want to have, if not in the core rulebook, then in like the first like game master guide, because that's something that does seem like it would be pretty big. But I guess I can understand the shift if they think that more of it's going to be on a personal level. But I could understand it feeling too generic. I guess maybe one of their concerns was I have no idea how original Starfinder sold compared to original Pathfinder, so it's possible that they were focusing so much on cross compatibility in order to make sure it would sell okay. I have no idea. Well, I'm sorry it's been a disappointment for you guys. I hope you guys continue to enjoy your 1E game. From what you know, 1E was very niche. That's fair, yeah. I mean, I kind of understand it because if you're big on sci-fi, there's a lot of like named properties that are very popular. Like, you know, right off the cuff, Star Wars has several tabletop games. So you kind of need something that's bringing something that a named property wouldn't.
What interests me is those people who want to speak to the dead. How they intend to do it, and more, what they will be doing afterwards to clean up their mess.
Good point.
These rich people, they think because they force themselves on these lands they can do what they want to them? It won't stand. The land won't let it, and neither will I.
Even in 1E, Starfinder takes place in the same universe and primarily solar system as Pathfinder? Yeah! I think that they've maybe, in Pathfinder 2E and Starfinder 2E, cleaned up the lore that came from the 1E versions of the games, but I believe that it's, for the most part, consistent. Yeah, yep. Galarian went poof and vanished, but it's the same solar system. Alright, do I have anything interesting to discuss with you, sir? I could ask you about your stuff. Let's ask you about Hazel. Maybe you picked up on something. Have you met Mrs. Erickson? She's a spectacle and no substance. I'd be surprised if she could tell a ghost from a table lamp. Okay. Well, at least you seem to affirm Toussaint's concerns. What do you think of Toussaint? What can you tell me of Mr. Toussaint? Not a lot. He's for making and breaking reputations, that lad. And I neither have nor want one. Okay. The only other thing I can really ask you about that I'm really too concerned with is the hauntings. Have you seen any ghosts since coming here? Have you not? My least favourite was a woman who crawled in through a window last night. Thankfully, I asked her thunder and she was gone. Damn near soiled myself. Alright, thanks.
I should go. Only do something if you want, not because you should.
Well, I'm going to do it because I'm afraid I'll get a game over condition, sir. Oh my goodness, Bristol Beeger. Hi, Bristol. Thank you for the care package. I'll do that right now. Ow. Oh boy. Everyone check out Bristol. Bristol's super sweet and really lovely. How have you been? I hope you've been well. I don't know if Drag's still here, so I'll shout you out myself. Okay, Drag's here. Thank you, Drag. Things would be better on Galarian TBF. When you expand the rest of the solar system, you have to keep in mind Akaton and Absalom and Apuste and Abalon and Ahakturn. And remember which one is which until they exploded Octurn and 2E. I see. Well, I can keep Akaton and Absalon in my head at least, but I don't know about the other ones. Oopsie. Enter. Not here, must be seeing a ghost. You're dead? Okay, detective vision. Did I miss something? She's got a thing. So there could be proof in here, but I don't know what the combination would be. Hope you're having an awesome day. Many of you are doing well, mostly Star Citizen because of a yearly event going on. Oh, that sounds fun. I don't know that game. I hope you're enjoying it, though. Ah, stationery. Writing materials. Oh, thanks. That was a good spend of a minute. Here we go. Schedule. This is Erickson's schedule for the weekend. I've noted her movements in my timetable. Well, that's useful for me, but not useful for solving this. Clothes, clothes, dress. A dress bedecked with beads and sequins. Surely it's for the stage. Okay. Her side table. Hogged. A book on the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. A spiritualist society. Okay. I have evidence that she has a copy of their book. I don't know why I didn't look at more things while I was in here. Ah, her Harrow deck. Or Tarot deck. We've been talking about Pathfinder. Now I got Harrow on the brain. I love Harrow in Pathfinder, by the way. Every campaign I've run in recent memory has had a Harrower. And I don't have to do shit about writing a good story. They just draw the Harrow cards and it makes the story itself. Standard deck of tarot cards. Can't see anything special about them. Okay. Back. Erickson. There we go. Alright, I've connected these. Yeah, she's talked about being a member of the Order, and she has the book. Current focus, investigate the room. There must be something I'm missing here. I'm running out of time. Alright, I guess we need to investigate the trunk. What's the combination for this, I wonder? Oh, it's letters. Well, that solves it. Doot, 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 doot. H. O. G. D. O. E. O. You can get me hogged to go. I would not use such a code. Space sim game, really fun. Basically, the ship manufacturers are doing their yearly promotional show right now. That's cool. That sounds fun. Collection of notes. Some ancient-looking pages. Interesting. That's the symbol from our dream. Place the sedated victim inside the ritual circle. Oh, so she is a mage. She's faking being a psychic in order to sacrifice someone. Magic resides within the heart of the user. Consume it and you will take their power. Illuminatis magicus consumatio. Candles, a knife, bog oak, everything required to carry out the ritual. But who? I cannot risk picking another pariah like me. Looks to be a ritual to eat the heart of a person and steal their magical abilities. Good God, you can't honestly mean to go ahead with this. Okay. And the candles themselves. Rich red candles. Something about them leaves me uncomfortable.
Oh, it's nearing breakfast and I need to find that evidence for Mr. Toussaint soon.
I've got it. I just found it, sir. Alright, anything else in here that's important? I don't think so. You don't know what Harrow is? So, Pathfinder decided that people really enjoy the idea of doing stuff with tarot, but tarot is something that has real life religious belief behind it. Like, yeah, a lot of people who practice tarot don't actually believe in it. Some people are doing it as hucksters. Some people are doing it as a fun hobby. Like, I've got a tarot deck and I don't have any faith in it. I just think it's fun. But some people do actually have faith in it. They perceive it as a holy object. And Pathfinder has been making a dedicated effort to not have any religious terminology in their games. Like, golems aren't a thing anymore. They have, unfortunately, some stuff from before they decided to not use the term golem is still on the archives as a golem. But they have changed the name of them in order to, we don't need to call them golems. We don't need to use Jewish history. We can call them animated giants or something like that. I forget what they chose for the term. They chose a term. We got rid of the term phylactery for liches because that's a religious term. Now it's a soul cage. It's a little more ambiguous. Or they'll make something up fully new. So, Harrow. It sounds like tarot. It serves the same purpose, but rather than using the tarot cards, it's got its own symbols. It's got its own meanings. They've tied it in. Unfortunately, they tied it in with alignments, which also are something that Pathfinder 2 he has since gotten rid of. But I think it still makes for something interesting. It's really cool. You can read about it on the wiki. There's it's not super deep. They've done a few adventures based around it. It's neat. Highly recommend. TBH, good riddance to alignment. Yeah, alignment had way too much baggage and wasn't something we really needed. Oh, hey. Okay, Blake Manor's symbol is up there. We can see the window that got broken through, too. Okay. Hey, sir. Can I talk to you a minute?
And you're back. What can I do you for?
Okay, none of that matters. I could ask you about stuff, but I guess I could ask him about timetable and figure out where he's planning on being. Any plans for the weekend, Mr. O'Finn? I'm told there's a big party here. I'll go to that, I guess. Fancy dress. I reckon that means they'll dress like me and I dress like them, no? I'm told there's proper history, good history in the gardens. So I'll go there when it's bright, head off to the bar when it's dark. Wander the hedge maze after lunchtime, I think, and go get a gator in the bar before the dinner bell. Not sure what else there is to do. I'm told there are talks, but talking, to me, is a two-way thing, not sitting down so somebody can tell you about their hobbies. Ha! And for Sunday? Who knows? Tomorrow's too far away to be worth thinking about today. There's Seance, anyway. Could spend some time getting on Fia's nerves, though. That's always fun. She said she'd be doing some work with the well after lunch. Might stick my face in and see how she's getting on.
I should go.
Only do something if you...
Okay. Who's Fida? Back. Fida Callahan. Okay, so he likes pestering Fida Callahan. Man, I'm not going to get that name right. Big stretch. Okay. Is there a name for the art style in this game, by the way? You like it? I don't think it's quite cel-shaded, though. I don't know. It reminds me of the art in Void Bastards, which I really liked. And Wild Bastards, its sequel. And it reminds me of a few other things. But I don't know what it is called. It does have a very striking style. A little bit comic booky. Like, not like modern comic books, but a little bit like old horror comics. You really like the thick, bold lines? Yeah, it's really great. Gremlin, welcome in. Thank you again for this game. I really appreciate it. I have not solved it yet. I am currently dealing with the fact that I am being blackmailed. But yeah. Real quick, I want to plug something. Again, now that it's middle of the stream, we got a few more people here. Plugging my socials like usual. You can follow my Blue Sky or join the Discord. But for everybody here, if you haven't already, of course, don't feel obligated. But I've put up a survey on my Blue Sky and in my Discord server that is asking questions about what you like and dislike about me as a streamer. I'm trying to get feedback to improve so that I can grow because I would like to be doing better. Oh my goodness. Well, what a time to do so. We're being raided. Raid. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Hello, raiders. Hello. Welcome in, everyone. My name is Mivlia. I am the trans punk skunk extraordinaire. This is my venue. I'm a variety streamer. I stream whatever I want, whenever I want. Right now, I am doing the Seance at Blake Manor, a mystery investigation game where there appears to be an element of magic that we are trying to solve and figure out. How are you guys? What were you up to? Let me get you shouted out, Mousy. Yippee! What were you up to, Mousy? How you doing? You're doing some oot. Crowd control, Ocarina of Time. Ooh, that's fun. Well, I hope you were having a good time with it. And of course, to everybody, if you don't feel like sticking around here, don't feel obligated. If you gotta go, if you gotta take a break, do whatever you gotta do. But it's good to see you. I'll go ahead and post this one more time since we got raided. I was just talking about this. I got a social media. If you enjoy what you see here and want to see more, you can follow me on Discord or Blue Sky. I always post when I'm going live. And also, I am actively running a survey right now, trying to get people to tell me what they like and what they don't like about me as a streamer, because I am trying to grow and better myself.
ACK, I forgot to renew.
ACK! Thank you for the Prime. 9 months. 9 months, you know what that means. Stream baby. We've got a stream baby now, Artifice. That's awesome. Aw, thanks, Mousy. Thank you so much for the raid. Really appreciate it. Wog. Well, I feel it's only appropriate that the stream baby have the initials ACK, so we'll have to figure that out.
Sorry, Mommy? Sorry, Mommy? Sorry, Mommy?
All right, we've added the ritual pages to our notes here, which I think is what we should discuss. The question is, do we talk to her or Mr. Toussaint first? I think Mr. Toussaint. Oh, whoopsie. And then back. Yeah, her suspicious lockbox, her notes. So, you don't enjoy anything? The stream is poopy. I'll be back for your 168th straight watch. Why are you watching me straight? You should watch me gay. So, for people who are just arriving, we have received a mysterious letter asking that we come here because, is she on the screen here? For some reason, they're organized by first name. A woman... where are my notes? Is she? Yeah. A woman named Miss Dean has showed up to this hotel in order to take part in a seance, and then suspiciously checked out. But the person who wrote the letter is convinced that she did not, in fact, check out, and has instead gone missing, and we need to help her. Since then, we have had a terrifying dream. We have seen a ghost and possibly a monster. And we have also been approached by this man, Etienne Toussaint. He is a researcher of the mystic arts, and he wants us to expose Hazel Erickson as a fraud. We've been looking in Hazel's room and found evidence that she was going to sedate and cut out the heart of a magic user to gain their abilities. And we don't have very many other people that we've really investigated very much. We've seen all of these people. But we also know Vincent Varley is the manager. Domel Offin is a druid who's here to be like, you damn rich people, what are you doing? And we know Cathal O'Meara had a crush on Miss Dean. And because Miv is a punk, she doesn't come here just because the letter asked her. She came because she felt like it. Yeah, I mean, I came because they paid me $200. I'd do many things for $200.
Hello again.
All right, sir. I've found these ritual pages. You want to talk about it? I found a ritual in her room. It talks of eating a person's heart to steal their magical abilities. Surely this is nonsense, sir. Such a thing cannot be real. What's more, she cannot intend on doing this. This is ominous. Rather, too ominous. Certainly such rituals exist. Do they work? I cannot say. Would she do it? Madame Erickson is a fraud, monsieur, but I have trouble believing her capable of such a deranged act. You'll no doubt find many here studying strange things, but reading a book on sacrifices is not the same as performing it, correct? If we are to know this is her plan and not academic in nature, then she would need to confess. She's unlikely to confess to me, but to you, perhaps? Okay.
That's all.
Take care.
Alright, I guess I need to go threaten her. Hey, lady! Were you gonna eat a heart?
Mr. Ward.
Do ritual pages. Do you think there could be a ritual that would allow a person to steal magic from another practitioner? How could you? No, of course not. I wouldn't know, Mr. Ward. I communicate with ghosts. I would have no business with such rituals. Aha. How do I get you to confess to such a thing? I'm missing something.
I won't bother you.
Goodbye.
Okay, let's bring up our connections, but not for the druid, for Erickson. I need a confession. What am I? Hold on, I can go back. 6 facts unlocked. 4 of 8 facts unlocked. I forget which symbol is a lead. Yeah, I've discussed the ritual with both of them. I've discussed the list of names with both of them. I can't discuss the syringe. I could talk to her about the eavesdropping or about her costume jewelry. That's it currently. He wants a confession.
Mr. Ward.
I guess let's talk about what I eavesdropped. Studying the crash site. Oh yes, the poor bird. As was mentioned, it is an omen. I thought perhaps it would be best to see if anything could be learned in what remained of the incident. Sadly, the staff beat me to it, so there's not much to be seen here, I'm afraid. Not useful. Costume jewelry. Does your jewelry have any particular meaning at all? Oh, not in that there are symbols or anything of that sort, but different colors and stones are thought to have magical correspondences. Almost standard as a mystic's attire. Lets people know exactly why I'm here and what I do. Not helpful.
I won't bother you anymore.
Goodbye.
How do I get a confession out of her? I don't know why it keeps going back to the druid. Current focus, investigate room 19. What am I missing from room 19? Enter. I'm running out of time. I've already looked in her lockbox. What's left? I've looked in here. I've looked in here. I could look in her clothes. Maybe there's a knife for doing the cutting. Could look in these clothes. Maybe there's a knife for doing the cutting. I've looked in this table. I could look in her shoes. She does have a lot of shoes. What is left? Jeez. What am I missing? Yeah, her stationery. I've already looked at that. It's just stationery. I guess looking through her clothes. These are clothes for the event. None of it's noteworthy. Assortment of clothing. Assortment of clothing. I've looked at the dress. I've looked at the syringe. I mean, I'm feeling like, what the heck? I don't have a confession, but I have a syringe of narcotics and a plan to attack and a target list. Like, that's pretty damning. I look at her shoes. A variety of average sized shoes. Fact uncovered about Hazel Erickson, that she has a lot of clothes. She has medium sized shoes in her room. I guess maybe she's not, maybe the shoes are too big for her. Maybe I can ask her about the shoes. That is literally everything. I've looked at literally everything in her room. Maybe the medium-sized shoes are evidence that she's already kidnapped somebody because she's not medium. Mr. Toussaint, you are an asshole. Hey, miss. Why you got medium-sized shoes? It's not here. I can ask her about the hauntings. I can ask her about her lockbox. But I've already asked her. I guess maybe this combined with the lockbox will prove that I looked into it. Just replace the names of on the target list and they'll get targeted instead, Stonks. You're so right. You're so right. That's how we solve this mystery. We can frame her. Okay, I'll ask her about the lockbox. I heard the staff mentioned you had a lockbox brought in with you. Must be important to have brought a thing like that so far. Oh, you know, there's secret documents to be kept safe. What's it to you anyway? I've seen your paperwork. Please confess to crimes. I could ask her. I've already asked her about Evelyn. Like, if I didn't have 5 minutes left, I'd just push at every angle. But I've got 5 minutes left. I don't know what I'm supposed to answer. Well, I guess before I press anything else, does anyone in chat have any ideas about what I should press her on to get a confession?
I won't bother you anymore.
Goodbye.
Any ideas what I might have missed? Yeah, okay, I can get more from him by investigating his room and profiling him. 7 of 10 facts unlocked. Investigate room 19. Is there more in room 19? Have I missed something obvious? Because I swear I've looked at everything in her room. Don't mind me, I'm just going in and out of another lady's room. Maybe the problem is I'm not crouching? Oh, there's a burnt piece of paper here. Remnants of a letter from a contract telling her that she's magically void, meaning she cannot learn magic no matter how hard she tries. No wonder she burnt it. Oh, okay, there we go. I've missed that piece of paper because I wasn't close enough to the ground. Okay, I don't know why it keeps going to O'Finn every single time. Okay. Now we have more of a motive. Burnt paper. Hazel Erickson's goal is to consume the heart of Evelyn Dean to steal her magical abilities.
Mrs. Erickson intends on murdering Evelyn Dean to eat her heart and steal her magical abilities. I must confront her before it's too late.
Okay. That was the thing I needed. Was that burnt piece of paper. Whoop. Now I can confront her. She'll confess, theoretically be arrested. Mr. Toussaint will go, oh, you'll really cut it close, you shit. And everything will be fine. I really don't think I needed that she was magically void and she burned a piece of paper about it. I really think the fact that I had the syringe and the paper for the heart eating ritual was probably enough, but okay, that's fine. That's mystery video games sometime. I was probably supposed to find that burnt piece of paper first. Hey, you. Your goal is to consume the heart of Evelyn Dean and steal her magical abilities.
How could you possibly... Can you, read minds? Or did you let yourself into my room to rifle through my belongings? Bad news for both of us, then. You can't say anything without giving yourself up as a thief. And who would believe you? Whatever it is, you're no mystic, so there's no way you can't understand. To know such secrets exist, such wonders to see, and to be kept from it by some abnormality. What's the reason? I've put the work in and nothing. Am I a soulless freak? Is that why?
Yes.
Am I to be punished in this life and then again for eternity? Would you sit by and do nothing? Well, I won't. I'll have my heart, my powers, my soul, and all you get by saying something is a nasty dealing with when I have them. Stay out of this, Mr. Ward, if you have any sense.
Good lord, the woman's insane, desperate, or both. She must be stopped. Maybe Mr. Toussaint will have some idea. Alright, she confessed in front of Vincent. Action unlocked. Hazel Erickson. Why does it keep going to O'Finn? I don't know at all. Okay. Act. Mrs. Erickson plans to eat the heart of practitioners, so she may steal their abilities. I need to stop her. Oh, we're getting raided! A second raid. Hello, raiders. My name is Biblia. I am the trans punk skunk extraordinaire. This is my venue. I'm a variety streamer. I stream whatever I want, whenever I want, and right now we are doing the Seance at Blake Manor, a mystery game that was gifted to me by Gremlin the Bold. Hello, Hildy. Thank you for shouting out, Hildy Drag. How are you doing? What were you up to? Hope you're doing well. Everyone, make sure you check out Hildy. She's amazing. She's a lovely streamer. More 428 Shibuya Scramble. Hell yeah. That game was so wild to see. The Source of Canaan. Interesting. She first appears as a character there. Ah, cool. Nesquick626. Welcome in, Parade. The anime us old bitches now. I'm actually not. I'm for my knowledge of many things, anime is not one of them. My youngest brother is a big anime nerd, but I've mostly seen things that are like extremely popular and mostly recent. Referring to yourself pretty much? Okay. Well, just for your benefit, knowing, unfortunately I haven't seen it. It sounds neat though. Hella into it? Hell yeah. It looks really neat. It looks really cool. I might have to check it out myself at some point. Especially since I've been on a big like mystery game kick recently, I guess. Alright, confession, Mrs. Erickson is a fraud. If you played Shibuya, then you know Kanan is very neat. Stupid worth it? Hell yeah. I'll definitely have to check it out at some point. Alright. Let's go to Mr. Toussaint. Oh, for those of you who are here who might not know what the Seance at Blake Manor is, let me find my reference picture again. So we are a religious investigator, man. We received a letter and partial payment to come to this hotel where there is going to be a seance at Blake Manor. Because a Mrs. Dean has gone missing. The person who hired us did not disclose their name. And they did say that there would be an extra $300 in it for us if we could find her before the seance was over, because we fear that she may be running out of time. So we are here. We are investigating. So far, we've seen everybody, but we do not. We have not really interacted with people too much. We've met Etienne Toussaint, a studier who believes in magic, but also believes that most people are fakes. He's currently blackmailing us, saying we need to expose somebody, or he'll expose that we're also an investigator to the room, which would make everybody be suspicious of us and make us unable to continue. The person he wants us to find out about is Hazel Erickson, who we have just finished figuring out has plans to cut the heart out of Miss Dean in order to gain her magical abilities through an old ritual. Gonna go lay down. Have a nice rest, and thank you for sharing your community with us. Domalofin, who is a druid who is here because why are all these fucking rich people around playing around with magic that they don't know about? Those dumbasses. I'm going to bother them. Cathalo Mira, we don't know anything about other than that he publicly asked Miss Dean to marry him and was refused. And Vincent Varley, the manager of the estate, who is in a pissy mood. Alright. Burnt piece of paper, a confession. There we go. We can go tell him that there's been a confession. He'll get off our back because at 9 o'clock he was going to expose us.
Ah, hello again, Monsieur.
Alright. I've gotten an a confession.
Mrs. Erickson has confessed to me. Quite a gruesome plan.
The game is also partially voice acted, just for everyone's reference.
She is indeed a fraud. She has no magical powers. She seems to be incapable of using magic, in fact. Something that plagues her. To the point where she will perform a ritual to steal the heart and magical prowess from another ear.
What? No, it cannot be.
She is in dire need to feel magic. To have it, it seems.
Religious investigator man sounds a whole lot like an inquisitor. No inquisition, just investigate.
But also, she fears that the reason she cannot use magic is a flaw in her soul.
She's blinded, of course, by our desires. Anyone who believes in a soul would also believe that there is no eternal bliss for them after murder. Especially in a manner so foul. What's more, now you and I know our plan.
No one expects the skunkish inquisition. I would never go inquisiting. Now, if you could all share with me details about your locations over the past weekend, that would be super helpful.
Here, take my notes. Let her know that if she does this, not only it will stain her in her God's eyes for eternity, but also we'll see her hanged and raised to this oblivion she fears so much.
Raised!
She would be better served getting off this path now and finding more mundane solutions to finding her God's favor. I am told one can cleanse her soul with coin. My record shows she certainly coined enough of that in her time. As for you and me, Monsieur Warder, our business is done. Whatever reason you're really here, your identity is safe with me.
Thank you, asshole.
And as for this place, news of our plans has turned my stomach. I've had enough mysticism for this trip. I shall be sitting the Seance out.
I don't believe you. I do not believe you are particularly interested in studying this stuff.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have notes to make in my quarters. Au revoir, monsieur.
I do not believe you. Mr. Toussaint is no longer attending the seance. Mr. Toussaint now has the information he needed on Mrs. Erickson, which will also ensure she does not do something more terrible. Oh, hi, Theo. Welcome in from the raid. Skunk may appear larger on stream if it's very small. I'm not small. I'm normal sized. Ah, interesting. The gauge decreased and the light went out as soon as Mr. Toussaint decided he was no longer attending the seance. So I need to encourage nobody to attend the seance, I guess. What exactly is that device monitoring and why? Maybe I should convince another guest to avoid the event. See if it occurs again. Objects in stream may appear larger than they are. No. So I guess if no one attends the seance, then the ghost can't appear and kill them. Hello?
Is this your room? Number 4? Mr. Ward?
Yeah, it's me.
Yes, that's me.
Sorry to disturb you, sir. Just delivering this parcel to your room. It was left for you at the front desk.
By who?
No idea, sir. It was left when nobody was about to see.
Could you just stab the guests? Oh, you don't want them to die, my bad. Yeah. Unfortunately, our goal is to have it so that nobody dies. Not that everybody dies.
Anyway, I'll leave you to it.
What is this? A journal? It has Miss Dean's name on it. What's inside? How did it get here? No postmark, so it came from the hotel itself. But from who? Regardless of who sent it, I should read the thing. Oh, Sunday the 24th. She talks of her arrival in the manor. Everything seems to be going smoothly. Plus, backwards D triangle diamond. Her writing is delicate and graceful, as was her signature. What are these 4 symbols besides the word supplies? Monday the 25th. She bumped into somebody and was not pleased to see them. It looks as if she was to name them in the following page, but that information is now missing. Tuesday the 26th, the night she went missing. She speaks of feeling of dread, and she doubts she was asleep that night. Her writing has become more erratic since she arrived at the manor. A sigil with dream scrawled next to it. I saw this in my dream. Did she dream it too? What does it mean? Did we have the same dream? What does it mean? Has anyone experienced anything similar, I wonder? Welcome back, Thomas! If I could find even 3 people with similar experiences, then I could be sure there's something there. Just tell them Seance will be preceded by a mandatory 1-hour time-shared seminar. Oh, that'll scare them off. There's one more thing here. The torn page, probably? Yeah, okay. Seems some pages were torn out. Multiple pages, interesting. Okay. This has left me with more questions than answers. Perhaps some answers lie in her reason for being here. Maybe I can find something related to that. Well, otherwise useful by searching her room. But in which room was she staying? Find Miss Dean's bedroom.
I'm gonna spook the skunk now.
No, Wilhelm! Why does it keep going to... Oh, Finn. Have I tagged him? Don't know. Well, back. We now know everything there is to know about Etson, and we have convinced him not to go to the Seance. With his issues laid to rest, what is next for him? A reflection. Okay. But interestingly, Hazel is not done. Show her Mr. Toussaint's notes. That will probably end her. She'll probably decide to flee. I guess maybe the druid's popping up because he's the last person I talked to. Okay. So, map. So she could have been in room 2, in room 4, which is my room, in room 7, or in room 15. Any of those could be hers. I could probably ask somebody. I could probably talk to the druid some if I wanted to learn more about him. Presumably things are now open.
Mr. Ward, surely we have nothing left to discuss?
Let me show you. Mr. Toussaint has compiled a veritable archive on Mrs. Erickson, now with the crucial proof that she is a fraud.
Mrs. Erickson, we need to talk.
This had best not be about my personal affairs again. Why don't you do us both a favor, Mr. Ward, and stop interfering? What could you, of all people, possibly have to say to me?
That's not a bad point. Perhaps you'll be more interested in what Mr. Toussaint has to say. Shall we go to your room then? Or would you rather discuss this in the open?
Yes, my room, sir.
Teleport. Wank.
So you've read the notes and understand your situation. Whether you face eternal damnation now is a point of debate. You assume that this is linked to this magical nullness you have. You may well be wrong. But if you do this, then you are locking yourself onto that path. And Mr. Toussaint will ensure your remaining days will not be easy. Magic or no.
He's right. I'm a damned fool. I wanted so much to be special, to have what the others have. But now you have taken that hope from me. Maybe you will have saved my soul. But even now, I think I'd pay that price for a taste of that. If he wasn't going to rob my chance to use and appreciate it, I would curse you both if I didn't know there would be no venom in my bite. But he wins. I forsake this ritual. And I forsake this seance. I have no want to see others enjoying what I will never have. I hope they see their ghost and more. So much more. Now, I would really like to be left alone. I have a lot to think about.
Mystery solved. Mrs. Erickson is no longer attending the seance. Using Mr. Toussaint as a safeguard, I have talked Mrs. Erickson down. Alright. And the soul meter continues to fall. That's right, the gauge decreases as people's plans for the seance change. Still unsure of the device's purpose, but my gut says I want this as decreased as possible by the seance. Alright. Bounty Hunter, mystery solved, Mr. Toussaint and Mrs. Erickson. If this seance has attracted the likes of Mrs. Erickson, then Miss Dean may be in even more danger than I had realized. I was able to make her see sense, but I doubt that's enough to spare her from eternal damnation. She's a fraud, an unrepentant sinner, with no regard for the harm caused by her pursuit of power. How many desperate people has she cheated to get this far? Can she atone for what she's already done? That is, if she even realizes she needs to. Regardless, she's no longer my concern. Alright. I'm going to run to the bathroom one last time. We'll do a little bit more. Congrats on completing the tutorial. Ah, cool. So things are open from here. Get out of here, bugs. Jesus Christ. Alright. Be right back. I'm not small. I was far away. Because I went to the bathroom. We've just finished. So if you want to, now's your chance to talk tutorial. Uh-huh. Okay. Far away and small. No, I'm not. Okay. All right. So we could look into Mr. O'Donnell, who's in room 20. Next to Mrs. Erickson, but through this little side door here. Let's go ask Mr. Vincent Varley if he knows which room was Miss Dean's. Might be better to ask the druid, but we'll ask them both.
Mr. Ward, I do hope the earlier commotion with the bird didn't disturb your rest. There is breakfast in the dining hall from 9 a.m., located in the east corridor here, and your fellow guests will be giving talks throughout the day in the drawing room, located in the west corridor. Is there anything else I can help with?
Could you tell me where Miss Dean's room is? What room was Miss Dean assigned when she was staying here?
She was in room... Seems I would need to check my records. She had a southern view. I recall her complaining about the noise as new guests arrived. Though why that matters now that she's gone is beyond me.
Okay.
I need nothing else, thank you.
Certainly.
Do we have... Okay, east, west, so north and south. Okay. So, she had a south-facing room, which means that she was either in 2, my room, or 7. Let's ask the druid if he knows.
And you're back.
Do you know where Miss Dean's room is? I might ask him also about my strange dream. Do you know which room Miss Dean was in?
Ooh, I don't know how to find my own room in this place. Never mind whoever that is. Sorry, I can't help you.
Okay, and too close to the next hour to do this.
I should go.
Only do some...
Okay. Ding. You scuttle for now? No worries. Thanks for stopping by, Marengo. In this next hour, the event, breakfast, dining room. I could ask him about my dream. Let's ask him about my dream, and then we can go.
And you're back.
Have you had any odd dreams since getting here?
Strange dreams? Funny. You say that. I don't recall a dream, but I woke this morning with both a wanting to stay and wanting to get the hell out of this place. Sure, how am I meant to do both?
I would say that's a direct match for the dreams Miss Dean and I had. It's close, but not enough. I wouldn't say it's a direct match. Okay.
No, I should
only do...
Dining room. Whoopsie. The lectern. Saturday, the history of Blake Manor, Marquess Blake. 3 p.m., the other crowd, Miss Callahan. What we know of ghosts, Miss Montavani. Sunday, Catholic Mass hosted by his father Sano. Protestant service at 11 a.m. in the church. 3 p.m., Irish mythology, Dr. Callahan. And 5 p.m., history of the region, Mr. Coventry. Interesting. Okay. So we know where they'll be, and we know a bit more. There's the ballroom for the ball later. That's where they'll be. West Tower. I don't think I need to go in the tower yet. Another portrait. Presumably now the entire manor is open to me. Southeast corridor. Except for maybe, maybe there's some locked off areas. Got a bust. The atrium, the dining room, and the stables. The gardens, the bathhouse, and the bar. Okay. Quite a bit over here, then. Someone's in the corridor. Oh, it's the bellboy. Alright. Let's enter the dining room.
Hello again, sir. You here for the meal?
Yes, no, your name. I don't think I need to waste time asking. I know he's Seamus Doyle. Yes.
Certainly, sir. Let me show you to your seat.
Thank you.
If you're looking for a seat, you're welcome to join us. I'm sure my companion here won't mind.
Why does your mouth not move when you talk?
I'm being educated on the specifics of tomorrow evening's seance, and why, apparently, it's so impressive.
I like our slice of bread holder. Join them 21. Whew, okay. Sure.
Declan Ward. Pleased to meet you both.
Allow me to introduce Mrs. Olivia Darcy, and I am Lloyd Dupre.
Would you believe that he's somewhat of an expert on all things related to death?
Interesting.
She means I am an undertaker.
Ah, okay.
More than that, evidently. We were just talking about this grand seance, and I'm trying to understand what it is that makes it so grand. All seances are used to speak to ghosts. Is that not the entire point of them?
A graveyard keeper. Ah, so true. We need to find a skull to pour alcohol into.
So, wherein lies the distinction? Surely, if Miss Mantovani has held a seance before, then she has also made a ghost talk before.
I would guess it's the lady in question.
No. Though I understand the confusion. We have gotten close to that feat, parallel to it, but direct communication has not been achieved.
Ah, I see. That's why we mentioned planchettes. We aren't going to be using a Ouija board to translate. We are going to get the ghost to talk.
Seances are used to invite a ghost to communicate, and to provide a means for them to do so. In the most successful cases, the spirit speaks through the medium themselves. But those cases are debunked at worst, and uncorroborated at best. There is no way to prove beyond doubt that the medium did not make it up. Now, in any records of direct sightings, and this is true of my own encounters, the ghosts cannot speak for themselves.
Interesting. Luigi board? Not a Mario board? No, Waluigi board. Waluigi. Everybody cheats next time. Waluigi board cheat too.
Miss Mantovani intends to...
Interesting.
Oh dear, I've made a right hames of this. Don't fret, nothing's broke.
A hames? Not a term I know.
Oh, do you need help, Mrs. Joyce?
Oh no, sir, thank you. I managed to drop it. I can manage to pick it back up, I'm sure.
So, the manager seems to be tired. He's upset. The bellboy is exhausted. And now the housekeeper is dropping things. And the chef seemed exasperated too. So probably the entire manor is suffering the nightmares. The Waluigi board is the only true credible means of spiritual communication. It's true. Luigi board, fake. Waluigi board, real. Room 13. Do I swipe the room 13 key? Sure. Why not? I think that's Darcy's.
What a ruckus.
That poor woman. Anyway, where was I? Yes. The hope is that Miss Mantovani, with the right time, place, and people around her, will cut out the middleman, or middlewoman in this case, and have the spirit speak for itself.
Is that really possible?
Tomorrow night, the veil between worlds will be at its thinnest, and it's especially thin here, in this part of the country. Then, the hotel. It's not without its storied history. Plenty of uncrossed souls in these walls. That, of course, is where the danger lies.
Wario board? No, you don't want a Wario board. It's stinky. Make you pay $5 to speak with the spirits. Yeah, it's stinky, and you have to insert a coin per letter.
Danger.
Spirits aren't to be trifled with. That gets forgotten sometimes.
Don't interrupt. Ask about the danger. Let's ask about the danger.
Do you think we'll be in danger attending the seance?
I am putting my trust in Miss Mantovani. I don't believe she'll lead us wrong. We'll be fine, I think. So long as no one disturbs her workings.
Since when does that matter? We do watch you after all. I'm not stinky. Everyone knows spirits have to collect to speak with the living. Yeah, but that's why when you die and you become a spirit, you make sure your message is really quick, so that you can just toss it in there instead of actually accepting the call. Big brain.
Perhaps I'll stand farther back from the proceedings than I initially planned.
Okay, so you're a skeptic, but you're not that big of a skeptic.
But I don't think I'm done with my questions, Mr. Dupre. I want to know more about your practice. After breakfast, would you join me for some air out front?
It would be my pleasure.
But I could have sworn I'd left my key here. Maybe I've dropped it. I'm sorry, Mr. Dupre. We will have to postpone that conversation. Once we're finished here, I'll need to go to reception and ask whether anyone has turned in my key.
Of course, madam. I'll be in the courtyard, should you find time to join me.
Interesting. So by taking the key, we'll have access to Darcy's room, but she won't have a conversation with Dupre that theoretically we could have listened to. Also, don't boop boop me. Mystery unlocked, Lloyd Dupre. Alright, so that cost us 21 minutes. But we have gained quite a bit of information. So, Seamus Doyle, he wears a unique version of the Holy Cross, and he is staff that would know the grounds. Fill out his information. Investigating his quarters, and continuing to profile him. Lloyd Dupre, upper middle class. I guess he's a well-paid undertaker. Found a letter written by him in the lobby in his late 40s. Yeah. Profile Mr. Dupre. Investigate room 11. And Olivia Darcy, she's in her late 20s. An English writer with a sharp personality. Why is Miss Darcy here, and does it tie in? Investigate her room and profile her. And Varley. What have I gained? Nothing. Why does it say I had new stuff on him? The culprit. Ooh. Find more from finding Miss Dean's bedroom, and find more from figuring out about my dream. Yeah. Yeah, so we know that southwest corridor, southeast corridor, northeast, northwest. Okay. So it needs to be it's either room 21 or room 15, because we know that she was on the southern side of the building. I do think that it's worth considering the game might be throwing us here, and she might have had room 4. Christine checked in only a few days ago, so someone should recall where she was staying. Okay. Oh, I forgot to click this. There we go. I gotta clear these exclamation points, or I will go insane. Why are you saying I have an exclamation point here? It's room redacted. Oh, that helps. Mystery unlocked with Darcy. Okay. So, go back to the atrium. So we'll go look at Darcy's room so that I don't forget that that's what we're doing next time, because that's the thing we can do here. Darcy's room is 15? 13. Alright, rooms 13 through 16 are through here. We have another bust. Atrium. Appreciate the signs. Room 14, room 13. Rather morbid painting. Is this worth looking at? A knocked plant. It might be. Lost Places is a book. That's the tower. Alright. Can't hear anything. Doesn't seem like anyone's on the other side. I mean, she lost her key, so presumably she's not going to be in her room. Okay. Chest of drawers. Yeah, just some clothes. Shoes. Clothes. Book. Book on spiritualism. The information within seems targeted to the inexperienced. Okay, so she's curious. That seems important. Miss Darcy's schedule for the weekend. I've noted her movements. Thank God everyone here is so punctual and cares about their timetables. We've got a tiny little cross, a Protestant cross. Okay, so she's Protestant, or she's willing to carry a Protestant cross. Notice she's making about the event, but they seem to be less academic nature and more a work of fiction. Well, she is a writer, so maybe she's just trying to create an interesting story. We've got vanity. We've got a lot of letters. Rather racy letters to Mrs. Darcy's husband. But they don't seem to be written by Miss Darcy herself. We're trying to figure out who the harlot that's cheating on us is. They date back as far as August of last year. Does that writing look familiar? Is that our motive? Ezra Rosemary. Are there similarities between these letters? Yeah, that's the same E. That's the same Y. I mean, her E's look the same. Yeah. Yeah, her A's look the same. Okay. Handwriting matches. Seems Miss Dion is the author of these letters to Mr. Darcy. So, Miss Darcy has a connection to Miss Dean. One with an inbuilt motive. Useful. Those blasted dreams of home. I don't want to go home. Not after what happened. I want a new life. There's a loose page slipped in here. Medical certificate showing Mrs. Darcy was bedbound for some time in autumn last year. The doctor listed it as a medical code UO.33, whatever that means. Okay. So, why does it keep going to... Did I do something to, like, make him a focus? Protestant. Miss Dean was having an affair with Mr. Darcy. Found various writings of hers in her room. So she'll probably be at the Protestant service before the Catholic service. Medical certificate. I'm sure everyone here is going to have a motive. Okay, so that's some interesting stuff. Nothing much here. She has a book on the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. Seems rather rudimentary reading for a fully fledged member. So we can ask her about it as well. Another book in here. Appears to have been read many times. Okay. Not important. Some novels, a few bookmarked partway through. Okay. So she's well read. I don't think I need to read that book. That doesn't look like it's important. Okay. So she's well read. She's interested in the occult. She's maybe writing a book of her own. Beat the game and have no idea how it chooses where to start when you enter the mystery web. So weird. Okay. So, I think now... Closets. Bed and towel linens. Storage space for picture frames and other decorations. Largely unused. Yeah, vote return the key. I think that's a good idea. Cleaning supplies. Yeah, I think that's where we'll wrap it too. We'll go return the key. She said the front desk, I think. You vote we eat the key? Smart. Maybe if I find Darcy, I can... Yeah. I mean, I could eavesdrop. Seems to be free.
Yes, madam.
I seem to have misplaced my room key.
I see. Let us see what we can do about that for you. Now, where has that spare key gotten to?
Yeah, we'll just talk to her and be like, oh, hey, we found it for you. Let's analyze her real quick. She has a mouth. Disdain. She does not seem impressed. That don't impress me much. With something, the event, or perhaps the attendees. Large brooch, an intricate brooch, perhaps representing something, and less dainty than one would expect such a lady to wear. Tan line, evidence of a ring, worn for a long time and since removed. Okay, so she has since divorced or abandoned her husband. Let's talk.
Mr. Ward, you've come back to me.
Discuss evidence. Everything. Can I give you your key? No. Well, I can ask her about her brooch. That seems important. That's an interesting brooch you have there. Yes, well, it's actually very important. I'll tell you, but secret. One of those hush-hush secret society things, you see? And that's why you wear it on your lapel? Okay. Yeah.
That was all.
Good day, Miss.
Can I tell...
May I be of...
The key... No.
I need nothing else.
Sorry.
Okay. So we can't just drop off the key. Yeah. Records. Yeah, can't do anything with it. Okay. But you drop the key down a manhole, like where your head's at, but I'm not sure we'd be able to find one on such short notice. Alright. Well, thank you again, Gremlin, for giving me the money to pick this game up. We will save here. New slot, I think. And I will resume this tomorrow. I hope you all had a great time. Hope you guys are as interested as I am. And if you guys wouldn't mind, as always, I've already posted this a couple times, but join the Discord, follow me on Blue Sky if you want, and also if you want and haven't already, fill out my survey so that I can grow as a streamer. Hope I've been enjoying it so far. Yeah, I have. I've been liking it a lot. And then if you guys wouldn't mind, grab yourselves a raid message, or make your own if you like. And fucking gnats. Sorry if I clapped in your ears there, chat. Grab yourself a raid message and we'll go find somebody to raid. Ooh, tummy went grr. I'm hungry. Let's see. Yarny's doing onion ring. Dragoon's doing onion ring. Val's doing miniature building. Cookie's doing satisfactory. Cereza's doing RE9, but I don't want to spoil that for people. Face tank run. Interesting. Let's raid Val. She doesn't stream as often, so we'll take the opportunity. I'm seeing a lot of like auto suggestions for Far Far West. I'm enjoying Far Far West, so I highly recommend that. All right, let's go raid Val. I'll see you guys soon. Have a great rest of your day. We'll play more of this tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.